What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Final Whistle. I'm Danny Irvin alongside my guy, as always, Nathan Osler. Nate, we got some news to start off the show here. We don't usually talk about NBA. I'm an NBA guy. You follow it, not as tightly, but big news coming out of the NBA. First thing we got to talk about here: Defensive Player of the Year favorite Victor Wembanyama is now. How do we pull this up here? Victor Wembanyama will miss the rest of the season with a deep vein thrombosis. Whatever that is.
Isn't it a blood clot?
Yeah, basically a blood clot in his right shoulder. This is scary because this is what happened to Chris Bosh.
Yep.
And this kind of derailed Chris Bosh's career a little bit and kind of made him fall off. But man, this is brutal for a guy like Wemby, a young guy who was about to win Defensive Player of the Year in his second ever season, coming off a Rookie of the Year season. Wembanyama, obviously an amazing talent. Jeez, I mean, the Spurs had something. They already have more wins this season than they had in total last year. They got Chris Paul. They just traded for De'Aaron Fox. They were in a total win now state, and now you lose your best player. It's a tough scene, Nate.
They're also not even in the play-in right now. They're 24 and 29. Yeah. Like, are they in this situation where they might not even make it now? Or is like De'Aaron Fox and the other guys enough? Or like
I don't think
Wembanyama, I feel like was an X factor for them.
Yeah,
had to be on the team, like
for sure.
He's one of the best big men in the league right now. He's literally people are saying he's the Spurs' next version of like their franchise guy, like a Tim Duncan type of player. He's going to be there forever.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a very scary type of injury. Like blood clot is definitely serious. And you all know Chris Bosh, his career, I mean, he was older, but his career had to end probably earlier than what he wanted to. He had to retire because of it. And Wemby is only, how old is he?
I think 20.
Yeah. He is 21 years old. He turned 21 back in January 4th. So he's 21 and having this issue already. It's kind of makes you nervous if you're a Spurs fan, I would say.
It would 100% make me nervous. I mean, this is a guy who was presented to you as a guy who does not take injuries. Wembanyama is so athletic. He is super flexible. He's not like, we've seen him roll his ankle. He's fine. Like, for as skinny as he is and as lean as he is and as big as he is, usually you see a lot of guys that are that size have short careers because they just can't stay healthy. But Wembanyama, a lot of people thought would be different. I don't know. This is a very obscure injury. You never see something like this, a blood clot to miss the rest of the season. It definitely sucks. If I was a Spurs fan, I'd be sad. But if you're looking on the bright side, last time this happened to the Spurs, I think it was David Robinson got hurt for the year. They got Tim Duncan next year. They were horrible. They were very good. And then Robertson got hurt, and they drafted Tim Duncan, and that changed their. So people are saying that they could tank the rest of the year and get Cooper Flagg, and then have Cooper Flagg, De'Aaron Fox, Wembanyama, Chris Paul, and have a almost house-built super team.
Yeah, yeah,
that would be crazy.
Right there, yeah,
that'd be nuts to get Cooper Flagg.
That would be something.
It'd be definitely a crazy thing for them to get him. I do think it's out of the question, though. I think for them to tank, I think that team is good enough to kind of probably end up being a top 10 pick. They will be, but they won't fall to the lottery. They're not that bad. They're like the Raptors, but a little bit better. They're better than the Raptors, I'd say.
Let's see here. I'm going to sim the lottery right now. This is who I got. First overall pick, Washington Wizards.
Sad.
Tough. So overall, and yeah, your Raptors got number 2.
You're kidding.
Yeah, you got robbed. No Cooper Flagg for you, buddy.
That's sickening.
No, but it's a very tough situation, especially that the Spurs are not even in the play-in right now. I'm very curious to see how they're going to do without him. I'm happy that they went out and got a De'Aaron Fox to go get some points for them. That was a solid move to make. And it's kind of wondering, and I don't want to like hypothetical. Do you think that the Spurs knew this could be a problem with him, or is it
I
like out
don't.
of nowhere?
This isn't like an ankle sprain. This isn't a
Yeah.
back issue. This isn't like elbow. This is a blood clot, a nerve in his, or whatever Sham said it was. This is a very peculiar injury. Now, this is what caused Chris Bosh to kind of derail his career. Chris Bosh was obviously one of the best centers of that generation with the Miami Heat, wanting them, 3 championships, or 2.
You know, it stinks.
What?
Wasn't Wemby like the only guy in the All-Star game that really was like making it competitive too?
He was trying. He was
talking
trying
a lot
too.
too.
He didn't do what he said he was going to do. He talked the talk, didn't really walk the walk.
Yeah. Listen, that game last night, USA Canada, before we were rudely interrupted by YouTube copyright. If you were watching us last
How about that?
Tuesday, yeah, they canceled us.
They wrote us off. We didn't write back. We're back.
The NHL overlords didn't like us talking about their
so
All-Star game.
I think with that, what the issue is with that, Nate. So we can't play the game highlights, but if like a fan makes like a Wembanyama highlight reel with like music to it, we can play that. But we just won't get monetization. I don't understand how people can do it. We can't do it.
We don't make money.
Yeah, we make 0 coin off this. I'd love to. If you're a sponsor, you want to reach out, sponsor the Final Whistle, feel free. I'd love it.
Yeah,
I'd love to make some coin.
No, this Wemby situation, I hate to see it because he's only 21 years old.
Yeah,
like it's just they're 24 and 29. They're 5 under 500. The first team in the play-in's 28 and 27, the Warriors. It's not out of reach. But look what the Warriors have. They got Jimmy Butler. They brought it. They have Steph Curry. They have all these other guys. And I think the Warriors, like there's also the team in between them is the Suns. And the Suns are always going to be the Suns. Like they're going to be mid.
Yeah.
But like the Spurs, if they had Wemby, probably could have jumped the Warriors or the Kings.
You know what's messed up? I just got this.
Oh, is it a Wemby?
I had just got my Victor Wembanyama jersey. Just got this.
Tough.
And now he's cooked.
Do you think this is gonna? You think it's? I hope it's just a one-off for him, like a one-off injury. I hope it's not a lingering issue.
I really like Wemby, man.
Because that's his shoulder, right?
Well, it's like I don't know. Let me look it up. The exact thing. I'll pull it up here. Usually we can find some like Twitter doctors. They'll explain it to us.
Twitter doc. What worries me is his height too. Like, is that might be part of the
issue.
but
dude, he's so flexible to where it's Let's see. Okay, here we go. Deep vein thrombosis in his right shoulder. All right, here we go. I'm looking this up. Oh. Okay. Well, my school account just pulled it up. In shoulder. All right. Well, no pictures of it are coming up. It just looks like a nerve. I'm seeing someone's leg. It's a bunch of Wembies. Let's look it up on Twitter here. See if we can find any doctors. Usually the Twitter doctors.
The Twitter docs.
For Wemby. So we have a 2-minute video here of someone explaining it. Should we pull this up?
I don't know. I don't want to listen to a Twitter doctor.
No, it's not a Twitter doctor. It's a Fox Sports Radio. The quote is, for Wemby, this is... hold on.
Screw it. Put it up.
I'm going to put it up here. Hopefully we don't get copywritten. All right. Share this tab instead.
No more Wemby. Wembanyama has been shut down by the Spurs for the rest of the season. It was reported that he has deep vein thrombosis in his shoulder, and it's a blood clot, basically, and it's treated with blood thinner medications, which means when you treat it with blood thinners, obviously, anybody who's ever been treated with blood thinners, it's like, hey, listen, you're going to bleed really easily. You got to stay away from physical activity. So with this going on, such, pesky things like contact basketball is not recommended. And it's really stunning because the first quotes from the Spurs on this are, we're hopeful he's back to start the season. Mm-hmm. Like, whoa, this is February. That season's end of October. And that underlies how big a deal this is. Now, I don't want to sit here and say, oh my goodness, the sky is falling, but for Wemby, this is not an injury. This is not, hey, Wemby's got a scapular fracture and he's going to be out, or he's got an adductor strain and likely he's not going to be able to get up and down the floor. Like, if injuries are one thing, this is a condition. Deep vein thrombosis like this is exacerbated depending how tall you are and if you fly a lot, right? Like, this is the injury that basically ended Chris Bosh's career.
Yeah, a decade ago.
And Brandon Ingram had it too. He's been able to bounce back. So it's not like this is something that, oh, this is doom and gloom. He's not going to play again.
Yeah, I mean, he just got a 3 for 120. So, he rallied nice.
All right, I'm going to pause it there.
Bro,
But-
you perked up when they said Brandon Ingram.
Yeah. I said Brandon Ingram.
But he got nervous.
I was like, excuse me? No, this did happen to BI, and he was able to bounce back. But yeah, they're saying the quote right here, this is not an injury, this is a condition, which is scary. That is a scary thing to see if you're a Spurs fan, if you're a sports fan. I love Wemby. I think he's a good guy. I think he's a fun player to watch. But for them to say that this is a condition scares me, Nate. It scares me.
Yeah, and it is the same practically the same thing that ended Chris Bosh's career early.
Yeah.
Even though he was already getting up there. But the thing with this is, like, it can do more damage with how tall you are and if you fly a lot. He's very tall and they're flying literally every week.
Oh, here we go. We got a video explanation on what a deep vein
Oh gosh, this is
thrombosis
health class.
health class with the final whistle.
Wembanyama is expected. Spurs center Victor
What
Wembanyama
the heck?
expected to miss the vein thrombosis in his right shoulder. Let's break this down. Let's orient ourselves to the right clavicle and the first rib. Between this costoclavicular space, you'll find two types of blood vessels. In red is the arteries, where oxygen-rich blood from the heart is pumped out to provide nutrients to the body. And in blue, we have the veins, which bring deoxygenated blood back to the right side of the heart. This is the subclavian and axillary veins here. A deep vein thrombosis is when a blood clot forms inside one of these veins and is firmly attached to the inner lining of that vein. The most common
Man, I'm in health
for a
class right now.
right-handed NBA player to have a deep vein thrombosis, or DVT, in this region is sometimes due to effort-related thrombosis, aka Paget-Schroeder syndrome. This is when repetitive
Big words.
motions like
Yeah, this is-
shooting, blocking shots, and even passing compresses these veins over and over, subsequently leading to blood clot formation. Effort thrombosis occurs when the subclavian vein is compressed between the first rib and surrounding muscle. In addition to creating clot formation, you see decreased venous return to the heart here. The concern with these blood clots is that they sometimes dislodge from the site where they form and become an embolus. These emboli can travel to the right side of the heart and become lodged inside the lung, where they can block off a branch of the pulmonary artery, subsequently obstructing blood flow to different parts of the lung. This can lead to low oxygen levels, right heart strain, potential lung damage, and large clots can even become life-threatening. These clots are treated with at least 3 months of anticoagulation, aka blood thinners, that can help dissolve the
So the
clots.
end of the
And
season.
during this time, doctors do not allow athletes to participate in contact sports because even mild trauma can lead to life-threatening internal bleeding. Rarely, they also might require surgery through a catheter or even a thrombectomy, where the surgeon has to go in and cut out the blood clots. Sometimes these require surgical removal of the first rib or the scalene muscles to free up compression. The concerning thing here is that you also have to rule out genetic or blood clotting disorders. You might recall Chris Bosh's career prematurely came to an end due to him having recurrent blood clots, and he also had the complication of a pulmonary embolism. Let's hope this isn't the case for Wemby, because he's been one of the funnest players to watch.
All right.
The most the most funnest player.
So health class right there. But yeah, I mean, they just said it. So I guess it's I forget what this bone he just saw it, but I guess when it pinches down on here, he gets a blood clot. Blood clot gets bigger, can affect Wemby's life. So definitely something scary for Wemby. But again, Nate, if you're a Spurs GM here and you see signs of this, you got to hope. First of all, my first question to the doctors is this going to be a reoccurring thing? And if it is, we got a big problem on our hands. And if not, okay, sure, blood clots happen. It's not a reoccurring thing. Okay, it's just a fluke. It sucks that this happened to Wemby, but he'll be all right. Get some surgery. Yeah. I don't even know. I've really never seen something like this before. Something like a genuine health condition has took someone out for a full season.
I'll say this because there's only the second half left. If we're saying he can miss a lot of time if he should like space it out. Do you think like they might set him down at least next season's first half?
I mean, they said they're hopeful he comes back to start the next season. There's a very real possibility, I think, he can't practice for 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, and he might not even be able to play next season.
I mean, he'll play next season, but they just don't know about if he can start the season, which is scary.
It could be like literally a year from now.
It's literally February. So October is when the season starts. September, October is when the NBA season starts. So if he's not ready to go by then, you got to start asking some serious questions, Nate.
Yeah, it's an overall sketchy situation with this. He has to be careful. It's all his decision. Well, it's a Spurs decision, of course, because they have the investment. But it all comes down to Wemby, what he wants to do. Nothing but good thoughts for him. Because he's one of the most exciting players, marketable players. But yeah, that welcome final whistle takes on health class.
So now I guess Cooper Flag is just going to be a Spur.
Oh no!
Look at this. Cooper Flag to the Spurs.
Oh gosh.
The Spurs will announce the end of De'Aaron Fox's season. He has been playing with a broken finger and will have season-ending surgery. Obviously, this is not a real tweet, but
that looks very real.
Yeah.
Goodness. Man, did you see
dang, he's one of the guys that he's a Centel guy, the NBA Centel.
Yeah, NBA Centel.
He's one of the guys that they'll quote covering the NBA fantasy.
Bro, it was so funny. You know Mark Madden?
Yeah.
Bro, he's a big hater of like everything, and NBA Centel posted something about Mark Madden, if you don't know this, anyone not from Pittsburgh, he labels himself the super genius. He's like this old fart, gets mad at a lot of things. It was an NBA Centel Twitter post, and it said Jimmy Butler has been suspended by the Warriors indefinitely, and he retweeted it saying like, "Oh, this clown league can't do nothing but crap." And
no way. Is it so up?
No, he deleted it because I quote tweeted it saying the super genius just got, and he deleted the tweet.
Wow.
Yeah, he got owned by that. But basically, I don't know if you saw this in the other news. There's 2 other news stories I want to talk about today before we get to our first one. Have you been hearing? This is more like a serious one. Have you been seeing this stuff about Carson Beck's like luxury cars?
No.
So okay.
Yes. No, I did.
Okay. So have you been seeing this like crime ring going across the country of like famous athletes? Like Joe Burrow got robbed, Mahomes did, Bobby Portis of the Bucks did. This was like the latest one, and these guys are breaking into homes and like even celebrities too. And they're breaking into homes, stealing their stuff while they're all gone, while they're away for games. Like the biggest one last year was Joe Burrow. Well, I have updates about this. So this came out while we were doing this 10 minutes ago. And that might be right there. Yeah. So it's from ESPN. Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office has arrested a suspect in the burglary and theft of luxury vehicles belonging to University of Miami athletes Carson Beck and Hannah Cavender. I find this nuts. Like all these athletes are just getting robbed. Like, are we done? Like, it's at the point. Like, who's next? Like, it's like the most random ones. True. Like, what's Carson? Wait, why are we robbing Carson Beck? Like, I didn't know he had so many luxury cars. Like, it's Carson Beck.
I mean, he's got the fattest NIL I think ever right now. I think Miami paid him like the bag of NIL.
Bro, Carson Beck stinks. I do not like Carson Beck. I thought that was funny. But the biggest news today was the Yankees are now allowed beards.
How about this?
They are allowed facial hair on the New York Yankees.
This is crazy.
What has happened? Like, this is... Supposedly, they just don't want Duck Dynasty level beards. Like, you have to keep it maintained. But they finally changed it. I saw that this morning. I was like, what on earth? Man, slow news day.
Slow news day. We're talking about facial hair in Major League Baseball, Nate. But listen, what are your thoughts on this?
I mean, this should have happened years ago. This should have never been a thing.
Want to hear my take? I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I like the fact that the Yankees have a tradition. I love tradition. And if you want to be a Yankee, you get the mustache. No hair will touch the collar of your shirt. No facial hair. Maybe just a beard. That's it.
Yeah, you want to see something cursed?
I think that it was very. I think that like that's the Yankee way, and the Yankee way is like it's like sacred. It's like okay, you play for the Yankees. It's like it is such a. I think, in my opinion, it's such an honorable thing. But
Can you put my shared screen up?
wow.
What do you think about this?
So that's Aaron Judge with a beard, right?
That's Aaron Judge.
God. I don't know if I can picture Judge. So do you think any of these guys will grow a beard out?
Honestly, I don't think so because, well, you know, Devin Williams, the reliever they traded for,
Yeah.
he's never been beardless. He looks awful. Like it's cursed with seeing him.
Do
Like,
you think he started? I think he's the one that.
well,
changed this.
supposedly
He was-
what happened is they had like secret like meetings with the big guys like Judge, Stanton, Garrett Cole, and like former players. And part of it that why they're changing it is they think some players don't want to get signed with the Yankees because of this. And you know who they might be trying to sign next year?
Who's
Vlad Jr.
Yeah.
So Vlad Jr., what does he have? Facial hair.
Here's a picture of. I think this is a real picture of Aaron Judge with facial hair.
I'm gonna stop this. But like, that's cursed already.
It is.
Like, ugh.
I don't like this.
Bro, like, here's my thing though. You're back out of that. There's a picture up top. Oh gosh.
Where are we at?
Wait.
Oh, I
Oh,
see
you
that
see it
one.
up
Where's the
top?
one?
It's like the first one. First one up top. Look at the Derek.
Oh, I
You
don't-
see what Derek Jeter posted on Instagram?
Yeah, I did. I saw Jeter posted himself with a beard. Nate, I don't like this at all. I think
Oh.
that this is the Yankee way. It's traditional. I like it. That's like when I think of a Yankee, I think of your clean cut, no last names on the uniforms. What are we gonna do? Add last names to the Yankees uniforms now?
Man, I wish they did.
I don't like. No, I mean it's the it's the Yankee way, man.
And the Yankee
I
way
like
is someone said the beard is not going to help them not drop a ball in the World Series. You know, like when I saw this, I thought it was just a funny like news story because like this offseason's kind of been already underwhelming. Like
Sure.
Dodgers signing everyone, then everyone else, like Alex Bregman, Pete Alonso kind of held it out, and they went to basically the teams we all thought they would go to. And this is the big news before, like, there's spring training games going on now, but it's like this is the big news before like the season is officially kicked off.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are saying it's like it's finally they took them long enough. But I really think the honest reason is they're doing this is so it makes it easier for players to be like, I'll go to the Yankees. You're not going to make me shave. Like someone said, I feel bad for Alex Verdugo because he had this massive beard. Then they took away all his beard powers they had. And now he's a free agent. But yeah, pretty interesting. So I thought those are some pretty interesting news stories for the day. But now is it time for our first of the year mock draft.
Mock draft, Nate. It's time.
I'm going to share the screen. Let's see here. So we are not doing this every week.
Not every week, but we're gonna close.
Not
to it.
every like maybe
Draft.
once every couple. So let me see if I can zoom in here. Okay, I'm gonna just start it now. Okay, so we're gonna go pick by pick, predict who goes where. Probably go pretty quick. Probably take a little bit of time on the Steelers, but they picked 21. So pick number 1, Tennessee Titans. What are they doing here? Because a lot of people have them picking a quarterback, and that quarterback being Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders.
I'm going with Cam Ward, Nate.
You think they're going Cam Ward?
I would. I think he's the
curious
best
where he
quarterback
ranks.
option. I think.
19th.
Jeez.
47th is Shedeur.
I mean, Shador's bad. I think Shador's flat out bad.
And you know what's funny? He's going to go like top 5 at this rate.
Yeah.
You think it's Cam?
I think it's got to be Cam. What do you think?
I'm taking Cam. I don't
here
think
we
it
go.
should be.
This has changed, I think. So I thought that it would have been the smartest option for the Browns to go with Travis Hunter right here, right?
Yeah.
But, Nate, they just lost Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
So
Abdul Carter?
I think Abdul Carter is a perfect fit for Cleveland. They're losing Myles Garrett. I think maybe even drafting Abdul Carter could entice Myles Garrett to stay in Cleveland, Nate.
They love Abdul Carter.
You could be like, listen, Myles, we just got the best edge rusher in the game right now. This guy's going to be a stud. He wears number 11 from Penn State. It's a big number to rep down there in Happy Valley. Myles, you got to stay. I think that would entice Myles Garrett to stay. I think I like the Abdul Carter move to the Browns.
I'm gonna say I like that. I don't know why I was thinking they could be the fit for Travis Hunter, but the thing is, like, if Abdul Carter's there and you're going to miss out on a Myles Garrett, the thing is, like, you have to replace that as quick as possible.
I agree.
And
you know
here's where
I'd trade Myles Garrett for a pick this draft too. I'd trade him for a first-round pick.
could you imagine if they get?
I'd trade him to the Patriots.
I think he's going to be an Eagle.
God, that'd be brutal.
I think he's going to Philly. I don't know why, because he wants to
Jeez.
win. He wants to go somewhere where he can win now, because he's already been in the league for a little while.
Yeah, I guess.
So the New York Giants, I'm sorry to do this, but I think they're going to be the stupid team in the draft, and they're going to do this. Shedeur Sanders. I don't know what you think. I want your input here before I do it, but I think they're going
I
to
like
be
this,
stupid.
Nate. I like this. I like that. New York is just they're stupid, and yeah,
Travis Hunter.
this is where Travis Hunter goes. Yep.
You know
This is
what's
where
funny?
Travis Hunter goes. I think people are
We
going to be
talked about
shocked he
this.
even fell to 4. I think he's going to be pissed off that he fell to 4.
We talked about this too a couple weeks
Back-to-back
ago during the
Colorado
season.
players. But I
Just-
think it's absurd that Shedeur Sanders would be drafted before Travis Hunter. I think it's ridiculous.
Because the
But-
Giants are going to be desperate.
But
and
listen,
stupid.
these guys need quarterbacks more than anything. The Giants do.
Yeah,
Now, if I'm the Giants, honestly, if I'm smart, I'm drafting Travis Hunter, and I'm going for a free agent quarterback.
like a gap, like a Russell Wilson or something.
Yeah, like a
like a
gap quarterback,
bridge.
and then draft a guy. I don't think you can pass up on Travis Hunter. I just don't think it's smart. But the Giants are a horrible organization, and the Patriots are an amazing organization, Nate. So I think that when Travis Hunter falls into their midst, they're going to be like, all right,
Yeah.
let's go here. Jacksonville.
I don't know why though. Before we move on with the Shedeur Sanders thing, I don't know why the Raiders seem like a Shedeur Sanders fit. I think they could trade up if they think the Giants are going to take him.
Yeah.
Because the Patriots won't.
But
They got Drake May. The
why
Jaguars
would you
won't.
want him?
They got Trevor.
He's not good.
I don't think he's good either. But
He's horrible. I think he's
this-
bad.
here's your entire quarterback class. The next highest one's Dylan Gabriel and Jalen Milrow.
No, those guys are not even. Those guys are 4th-round picks. At best.
Probably Jalen Milrow is projected in a lot to go round 2 or 3.
But I don't see that at all. Jalen Miller's. I
Like-
don't think he's a competent enough.
It's a lot of project.
You
Like
do?
Quinn Ewers fell off. Jackson
Kyle
Dart,
McCord.
Riley Leonard, Kyle McCord, Curtis Rourke, Will Howard just won a natty, but he's not that good projected wise.
Sure.
But Jacksonville, what do we think they do here? Center, guard, DL.
This is a rough pick.
DB.
Because you got a very talented draft class this year, Nate. And Jacksonville's in a bad spot where you had a horrible season. You got pick 5. And this pick, there's not a lot of great 5 overall picks. Travis Hunter, I think if you're the Jacksonville, you pray somehow Travis Hunter falls. You pray to God that Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter falls, and that's it. But I think that Mason Graham is an option here. You try and protect Trevor Lawrence a little bit longer. I like that. Try and keep your franchise guy healthy. The Bengals did that.
They need to add to their
They should've
defensive
done that.
line too.
Ja'Marr Chase,
That'll be a big
Yeah.
ad for the DL.
and I think they need something on the other side. I wish they could get an offensive lineman here, but
There's Will Campbell. Get a tackle.
But then, yeah,
I don't. And then they need Jahdae Barron.
I
They
honestly
need a
think-
defensive back. They need
man,
a corner.
I think Will Campbell or Mason Graham here.
Taking Graham.
Graham,
You see, the Jaguars could be another team that's try to trade up
yeah.
because they got screwed at the end. Raiders, this is an interesting one. Did they go the best wide receiver, McMillan?
I could see Genty going here.
Ooh. Oh, you know what I could see though?
Talk to
I
me.
really think Genty's going to be a Cowboy.
I do
Because
too.
where are the Cowboys at? 12. Running backs fall,
Yeah,
but Bears need a running back. Raiders need a running back. Patriots need a running back. Browns need a running back. All these guys need running backs, and
true. Not wrong.
I'm very. You want to take McMillan or you want to go Genty?
Go territory McMillan. That's fine.
I
with
think
me.
he's gonna be. I think he's the best wide receiver in the draft.
I
Jets.
don't. I think Luther Burden's better, but okay.
Another dumb team.
Jets are gonna just get stupid here. Barron.
Barron.
Yep.
That is very realistic. Take the defensive back below Malachi Starks. Panthers. They need a defensive back too.
I could see Starks going here. I could see them trying to protect Bryce Young a little bit more and getting Will Campbell.
So what are we thinking here? Will Campbell just to protect them?
Yeah, Sir Will Campbell. I like
I
that.
like that. New Orleans.
I
They
think
need a wide
I think this is where Tyler Warren goes, Nate.
Luther Burden.
I think Tyler Warren goes.
Oh,
there.
Tyler Warren. Oh, I forgot about him. Yeah. I'm thinking like if Warren somehow doesn't drop all the way, he looked
They've got receivers. They've got
Yeah.
They've got Chris Olave if he's healthy. They don't need a wide receiver. They don't need that. I think Tyler Warren would be a great fit in New Orleans.
I think with Tyler Warren, before you do the Bears pick, he's either going to land with the teams that need tight ends, he's going to be one of them. Saints, Colts, or the team I think he's the best fit, Denver Broncos. I don't know why, but he's not dropping that far.
He'd be a very good Bronco.
Now, is this where Ashton Genty goes? Do the Bears get their skill guy and behind Caleb Williams, or do they protect Caleb Williams?
I think they protect Caleb Williams here.
Best guy is Josh Simmons, I think, is the best tackle left.
Bears are horrible at drafting. I think they will reach here for a guy like Josh Simmons. And they're gonna get dumb.
Okay. Niners.
Tackle. Niners. Ooh. Man, they could get Luther Burden and shake up this whole world. But they don't need that. They need
Well, wait.
They have McCaffrey.
They're getting rid of Debo.
They have McCaffrey.
No, I'm not talking about Genty. They're getting rid of Debo here.
Yeah.
Burden? Surprise?
Yeah, I could see Luther Burden going. God, that would suck.
You want to make this fun and pick Luther Burden?
Let's pick Luther.
Screw it. Okay, Cowboys. I think they're taking Genty. If
Genty goes here for sure.
Okay, Dolphins. Malachi Starks would be cool. There's a lot of edge rushers left.
I could see Starks. I think Starks goes here. I really do. They need secondary help.
Yeah. Now the Colts, they would have been a fit for Tyler Warren. I think they're going to get one of these edge rushers. I don't know. This guy from Marshall's been really hyped up, but
Let's go Mike Green here.
Mike Green.
Let's go Mike Green.
Okay, Falcons. This is another team I think that's going to steal a wide receiver.
I think they go Will Johnson, Nate. I think they they need cornerback help bad. I think Will Johnson here. Yep.
Okay. Cardinals.
Oof.
Do we want to look at the best guards and tackles left?
Yeah.
Okay, there's our tackles. Kelvin Banks Jr. and then actually that's all of them, I think. Wait, where's the guards? We'll just give them a tackle. We think they go up. Well, actually, that's around where they're at, too.
Yeah, I like the Banks for them.
Go Banks. Okay, Bengals. They need a wide receiver. Are they going to screw over the Pittsburgh Steelers?
This depends on free agency. I think it does, but I don't think that they will take Mbuka. I think that they're going to try and take this T. Higgins contract as long as it will go and try and just they'll try and figure it out. I don't think they trapped Mbuka. I think that they'll try and get some defensive help. They are horrible defensive. I think this is where Kenneth Grant goes, Nate.
Yeah, I was going to say I could also see the Bengals getting weird, going down here a little bit. Either Derek Harmon, get another edge rusher, Michael Williams, to pair with a Trey Hendrickson.
I don't think that.
What are we thinking here?
I think they go with the D lineman.
Best one?
Yeah, Kenneth Grant.
Other half of the Michigan guys. Seattle, they need edge rushers. They need linebackers, guards, and centers. I think this is where Michael Williams goes. I don't know why. I think he goes before Pierce Jr. But
I like that.
Yeah.
Seahawks are a weird team right now, man.
Yeah, the Bucks. This is a weird portion of the draft overall because I don't know from Falcons to literally Steelers, I could know what's going on there.
Let's go with James Pierce Jr. here, Nate.
Yeah. Bucks get lucky. He falls this low. Okay. Broncos. One pick away from our Steelers.
I think Mbuka could go right here.
Yeah, I'd be really mad if this happened. But there's another option too. They have Matthew Golden down here too. But I think Ibuka. You think?
I mean, this honestly depends on where Tyler Warren goes.
Let
They
me
do need a receiver pretty bad.
Nope. They're not
No
getting
shot.
him.
They're not going to go with Colson Loveland.
It's not worth it. I think there's only it's gonna be with Loveland, like
I don't see why you wouldn't go Ibuka here, honestly. I just don't.
they need more offensive weapons. So yeah. Ibuka.
Sadly.
Okay, Steelers, let's do this thing. They need a quarterback, wide receiver, defensive back. If Igbuka's gone, are they taking the best wide receiver left in Golden? Are they just going DBs?
I think they go DB.
Well, the best
I
DB.
don't know, but I
Why is-
found these results on search.
Okay, Google. Thank you very much for whatever that was. So the best defensive back. Crap.
Exactly.
There's not a lot of good corners. Trey Amos, 34th. Safety wise, I mean, they don't even need a safety, but just Xavier Watts is like, ugh. I think they'll go with the best guy they can get, honestly. I don't
Yeah.
think they're going DB at this point.
Matthew Golden.
Where's the Notre Dame guy? Where'd he go? Oh, Benjamin Morrison. This was a guy that this is the thing with mock drafts. This guy, when I was doing this a couple months ago, I feel like he was in the Steelers range at pick 20. Now he's projected to go later. So he has fallen off. They don't like him anymore. Do we think they get Golden?
I think they go Golden here. I could also see them going. I don't know. Yeah. Sure.
I don't know. We'll take Golden here, but
Sad.
yeah,
I think Shamir Stewart goes to the Chargers 100%.
that they need an edge rusher to pair with Bosa.
They do.
Packers. This is another weird team. They are a team that will pick someone ranked 50th if they could.
Sure.
Wide receiver, center, edge. You know what? They're picking a random center. I could see that too. Like Willie Lampkin is not going to happen. They also need corner, edge. Or they? You know what? Screw it. I think this is where they're going to jump on Amos. He's going to go early.
Okay.
Let's have a fun pick there. There we go. Vikings. They need a running back too. Guard, D lineman, and a
You
corner.
get that cat from North Carolina, that running back.
Yeah, do you think there's going to
Hampton?
be two? You think two running backs going round one?
I do. I like Hampton.
Texans also need a wide receiver.
There's
They
just
need D
not-
linemen. There's two good ones there.
I think Walter Nolan.
I like that.
He fell already a lot. We got him falling deep.
Rams.
Jeez, they go tackle here.
You get the random, the North Dakota State FCS guy,
I think they get the cat from Missouri.
Armand Membu.
Yep, he's good.
Baltimore. Do we want to screw him over? Or...
Yeah, give him a kicker. They need a kicker now.
Oh,
Justin
yeah, they
Tucker's
do
been
need a
playing in the
kicker.
massage parlor. A little bit too much, huh? Huh, JT?
Don't go to AB's Twitter. The other day he posted one calling him Justin Tugger. Yeah, it's bad. Wide receiver, tackle, edge, and a corner. You know what? They are the type of team that would draft this FCS guy, Gray Zabel, to add to the O line because I think they're gonna these big guys in the FCS. I want to see if they have his height and weight here. I don't think they do. Because they're usually massive. Think of remember, Mason McCormick, who's on the Steelers.
Yeah.
He's a big guy. He went here. Screw it. They're picking Gray Zabel. Lions. They get an edge, maybe.
They've got a good line. I think they go edge.
Best
think they
guy,
help out.
Nick.
Yeah, I think they help out Aiden Hutchinson.
Okay, this is an interesting one. The Washington Commanders, wide receiver, tackle, edge, corner. Do
I think they go offense here.
they give him another weapon?
I think they go offense here. They want to help Jaden Daniels offensively very bad.
This is the best guy.
I have no clue who that is, unfortunately.
Guy from Stanford, Alec Ayomanor.
Yeah, this mock draft has gone to hell. Let's take
Screw
it.
it. Buffalo Bills. They need wide receivers too. I think they'll sign one though.
Yeah, I think they go with Derek Hampton.
I like
Derek
how
Harmon.
he fell pretty far.
He did.
Chiefs. Let's see here.
Josh Cornley Jr. back to back.
We're
That or Darius Alexander.
back-to-back Oregon guys.
Yep. And then here comes Bama.
Jahad Campbell.
They don't need linebackers at all. They don't need them at all, but they're going to take a linebacker.
Okay.
I think this is a miserable. We had a bad draft, Nate.
We got a award. What the heck? I don't know what the award was, but there's our draft.
Do we get a
So we
ranking?
got Cam Ward, Abdul Carter. I like that fit with the Browns. Shadur Sanders, Travis Hunter, Mason Graham. That's your top 5. McMillan going to the Raiders. I think this is an interesting one. Barron to the Jets. Campbell, Warren. I think Warren's a guy, like I said, he'll either be a Saint, Colt, or a Bronco at this point. Simmons, Burden the third. I hate seeing him go to the Niners, but I like what we were thinking about this. If Debo's gone, I think they could be a team to pounce on the best wide receiver they have.
Sure.
Other guys, that guy we had Genty to the Cowboys. Malachi Starks makes sense with the Dolphins. Let's see here. Will Johnson, the Falcons. Steelers, if you're for our Steelers fans, sadly, we're not getting Ibuka. We haven't gone one pick before us to the Broncos. Matthew Golden, Pittsburgh Steeler. There's our first mock draft. Fun time.
Good mock draft. Do we get a rank?
No, I think you only get ranks if you do it one team.
Okay.
Man, they used to change it. It used to be all free. You could do as many trades as you want, so many a day. Now you have to
Screw
pay
PFF,
for it. And you get
man.
one draft a day.
They hate TJ Watt. We can only
Yep.
have one draft a day.
Screw PFF. There's
Good
another
lord.
mock draft site you can do trades. It's
Okay.
pretty interesting. You could trade everything away for the number 1 overall pick.
6-7.
Oh, goodness. But yeah,
All
fun
right.
episode.
Yep. Shorter episode. Going to be a lot of these 40-minute episodes rolling out now, off season. Not a lot of stuff to talk about. NBA has kind of gone lukewarm. MLB, we'll hopefully be sparking up MLB here in a few weeks here. Maybe a few weeks probably. Not a lot of MLB stuff to talk about, but I'm down to kind of shift the focus toward MLB. We can do that as well.
Pirates signed a pitcher.
Yeah, he's washed, but it's
I
fine.
like it. No, I like him.
You
They
do.
needed one. Yeah.
But another 1-year contract, Nate.
Thing is, he's actually good, though.
But another 1-year contract. What if he is good? Then he's going to sign somewhere else.
That's fine. You trade him away.
Can't deal with it. All right. Well,
Hey, hey, before we go,
Mariners.
Godspeed, Rowdy Tellez.
Yep.
I think they play the Pirates in Pittsburgh. I hope he gets a tribute video. They're going to give him a dumb standing ovation
Yeah,
because the Pirates did literally what every team does, but it just got called out because it's the Pirates.
sure.
Love you, Rowdy.
Well, that'll do it for today's episode. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you guys next time.
See y'all later.